Hi, everyone. I'm Farrah White.
And I'm Arthur Benjamin, the founder of American Dog Rescue, and welcome to For the Love of Dogs.
Today's show highlights two great Texas animal rescue organizations, plus how one photographer is making a difference with older dogs.
But we start the show with an organization hoping to create a real social change so that every dog and cat has a happy, healthy, wonderful home.
Darla Beam is the founder of Texas Alliance for Homeless Pets, an organization that believes there is strength in numbers when it comes to helping animals in North Texas.
Darla is here with Jay Sabatucci of the Fort Worth Animal Control and Mark Kennedy of South Central-based Breed Club and Rescue. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Well, yes, welcome. And tell us who all you have with you here today.
So this very vocal girl is experiencing a little bit of separation anxiety. This is Marga, and her sister is Rita, and Rita's not here today.
Okay, and for our audience, I hope they got that. Margarita.
Margarita, yeah, she's beautiful.
And there really are two of them.
Yes. And do they look just alike?
And they're very talkative.
Yes.
Very, very, very talkative.
Yes, they are. And who else do we have here?
This is Rusty, who we rescued out of the city of Saginaw Animal Shelter about 4 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
And he is a bloodhound.
Yes, he is.
And he's just a great dog.
I wonder why they named him Rusty.
Yeah, right? And who do you have with you, Jim?
This is Felicity, and Felicity is about, oh yes, you know who you are, don't you? She's about a little over a year old. She's a very, very active girl, and we're trying to get her a home. She'd be a great dog for a very active family.
And where did you find her?
She was brought into the shelter, what we call a non-owner release, means she was found in the city, and somebody brought her to the shelter to make sure that nothing happened to her.
Oh, good.
Okay, take your
Good.
slopper
Yeah,
back over there.
that's nice. I know that you say that one group can't do it alone. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about your theory on this?
So many of these groups are doing amazing work and experiencing tremendous success. And we still have a tremendous amount of euthanasia that's happening to healthy animals in the United States, over 4 million every single year. And so what we're doing and what coalitions and communities have moved to all across the country is this coalition type effort where groups get together and collaborate and share resources and excitement and energy and accomplish what no one group can do working in a silo.
Well, it really does take, I think, an effort and a village oftentimes with all sorts of projects of the heart. So it's nice to see that you guys are all working together to get this done, because at the end of the day, these guys can't do it for themselves.
That's right. That's right.
So do you work with other animal groups outside of this? Is it a larger effort?
Yes, so we have 9 founding members of the coalition, including the Dallas Animal Services, Fort Worth Animal Control as well, and some of the other groups, like the Bloodhound Breed Club, Texas Husky Rescue, and the idea is to bring their expertise and experience and design a program that will effectively eliminate euthanasia or reduce euthanasia by drastic numbers.
You know, and it's very effective. You know, where we started it in Utah, in Salt Lake County, the euthanasia rate was 63%. It's now under 5%, so it's legal. The whole county's legally no kill. That's right. And it's all from organizations working together, like the beginning to here in Texas. It's great. That's really terrific work.
Now, do you guys rely a lot on social media to get the word out?
That's one of our primary. Being a breed club, we have a very big Facebook presence, and all of our dogs are posted there as well as on our website. So Facebook is really a big help to us.
And what's the involvement of the Beam Foundation?
I'm sorry?
The involvement of the Beam Foundation?
The Beam Foundation is the entity that the parent company to Texas Alliance for Homeless Pets. It's our nonprofit that we founded, and yeah, so we've been around for about 10 years and have experienced tremendous success. And so that's where we decided to create the Texas Alliance for Homeless Pets.
Founded by the Beams.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now, why do you guys think that the pet population continues to just constantly overflow?
Well, I can address that.
Yeah.
As you said, it's a community approach. No one agency does it by themselves. What would help immensely is if people would spay and neuter their pets, make sure they have their vaccinations, license them, microchip them, so that if they are found by an animal shelter, they can be returned to their owner,
Right.
that they lead healthy lives, and that we don't have all those puppies and kittens
Yeah.
coming in.
One of the things we really push is education. And if people would educate themselves before they go out and get a breed of dog, for example, like a bloodhound, they don't sit by the cement pond. They're very active dogs. You do have a lot of slobber, and people, when they're just going to places that don't educate their owners, they don't interview them. This is where we get a lot of returns. And this is where a breed club can really help. And where we participate in rescue is we won't release a dog except to somebody that we know understands the breed.
Right, and understands the habits and probably all
Right.
of the different things that they're going to have to do
Right.
specialized for that breed. Well, that's very smart, and I'm sure that's better for the animal to get to not.
And we also work with several animal shelters.
Oh.
And this helps us. We will place dogs. We'll interview potential owners because we know the breed. So it's not only us working alone in a rescue, it's working with everybody else.
Yeah. Now, what do you think about what is the event that's happening in September?
Wags and Waves.
Wags and Waves. Are you guys members or participating in any of that?
We have a presence at Wags and Waves for the past 3 years.
Oh, fantastic. I went last year for the very first time and had a ball. It was ridiculous.
Well, we're sponsoring it again this year.
I know we are. I can't wait. But that was just so much fun to be
We
there.
have a special event planned for you to swim with the dogs.
Really? That makes my day. Absolutely makes my day. Now, how has the overpopulation situation worked in New York City? Are you guys familiar?
Yes, the New York Mayor's Alliance has had tremendous success, and that's what we're basing our model on. Is they've reduced euthanasia by drastic numbers and are set to be no kill, I think, by 2016. So we're learning from them, and their founder is coming in September, and we're sponsoring her to bring her down and educate our group, as well as open it up to the larger, broader audience, and learn from them and what they've done successfully, and learn from their mistakes as well. So we're very excited by that.
Well, clearly awareness and education are always two of the most important things to get people on board, and education is probably the only thing that can prevent overpopulation and a lot of the other problems that we have with pets.
What can our audience do to help?
Sorry?
What can our audience do to help?
What can our audience do to help? That's a great question. So everyone who's watching this, you can join your church, get your church together, get your local groups, your communities, your job, your place of business. Go to our website, go to your local animal group's website, donate, volunteer, get involved. I challenge you to go and do it right now, in fact.
So it's just doing something. It's
Something.
not sitting and thinking about it, but it's picking up the phone or going on the web and finding something you can do.
Every time a person does that, it helps create social change.
Yeah. So is there a big adoption event coming up?
There is in October, yes.
And where is it, and what's it called, and can we tell everybody a little bit about it? Or
We are in the stages of planning Puppapalooza, in Plano at the new PetSmart adoption facility, the satellite adoption facility that will house Dallas Animal Services animals. So all of our groups will be invited, as well as the larger scale rescue groups.
So it's going to be called Puppapalooza.
Puppapalooza.
That'll
Puppapalooza.
probably be very easy to find on the
It
web.
will be. To learn more about the Texas Alliance for Homeless Pets, you can visit the website petsintexas.org or call 817-807-1407.
And still to come, finding homes for abandoned Australian cattle dogs. Meet the Texas Cattle Dog Rescue coming up next.
My name is Teresa. This is Scooter.
My name is Amber. This is Duke.
I'm Dr. Dixon, and this is Annie.
I'm Emily. This is Jackson.
I'm Kelsey, and this is Skittles.
My name is Miko. This is Chloe.
My name is Ty. This is Callie.
My name is Tamar. This is Simon.
My name is Renee. This is Snowball.
My name is Dr. Miller. This is Fletcher.
My name is Eric. This is Sport.
My name is Stacy, and this is Britches.
And I'm a pet lover first.
And I am a pet lover first.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back. Our next rescue organization helps stray and abandoned Australian cattle dogs find loving homes.
Jen Greer is the president of the Texas Cattle Dog Rescue. She's joined by Shelley Burnett, the foster coordinator. Welcome, you ladies.
Thank you.
And
Glad to
you
be
brought an assortment of sweet little babies with you. Tell us
did.
who all you
Oh,
got.
who's that saying hi?
This is Wink. We try
I wonder why they called her Wink.
Say, show them your pretty missing eye there. Yeah.
She's doing good, though.
She is. She's doing really well. She actually just had surgery Wednesday, but you'd never know it. She's ready for adoption. She is heartworm positive. We're going to do treatment once she's had a couple weeks to recover from her surgery.
And she's a very affectionate little mama dog.
She is. Yes, you can tell she had quite a few puppies in her day. She is now spayed.
Nice.
All right, sit down, Wink.
Well, there's plenty of cosmetic surgeons in Dallas. We could probably get her hooked
Would
up.
that work? Would that work, Wink? Yeah. And then we have Bowie. I'll let Shelley talk about Bowie.
This is Bowie. He actually was a stray in the Lufkin, Texas area, and he's a little bit under a year old. Really playful, but also very polite in the house. You can see this is usually when you're sitting down. He'll find a spot and just lie down by your feet. But he does like to play, and so he really probably needs a home that for someone who's a jogger or for someone who really likes to get out and play a lot. And that's one of the things about this breed is that they really do need some kind of stimulation to keep them from finding less than desirable things for them to do. And then this is Foxy. Foxy actually came to us from Louisiana. She had ended up in a shelter after her first person who owned her had passed away, and she had gone to a shelter, and then another lady had adopted her, and then that lady unfortunately went to a nursing home. Aww. And so Foxy didn't have a place to stay, and we just decided that we loved her photos, and Jen arranged for her to be able to come to Texas with us, and she's an excellent girl. She's actually a little smaller than a standard healer because Wink is probably a little bit more the size that most healers are. But so she's just about 28 pounds and very friendly. Both of these dogs get along great with cats, and just really sweet. Really sweet
Well,
animals.
I found it very interesting to know that the Australian cattle dog comes from the Australian dingo and has been mixed with
There's collie and all kinds of good good stuff.
And a
in
little
there.
greyhound.
Yes, yes. There were some breeders that actually mixed with a little greyhound to give them some more speed for working cattle.
So
And-
they're pretty hardy.
Oh yes, definitely a hardy breed. Average lifespan is 12 to 15 years.
And this little one here is 14.
Yes, this is Sunshine. She's actually the reason everything started. She's on our logo. That's her little picture right there in the middle of our logo. I rescued her back in 2008 as a 9-year-old from the shelter.
No.
Sit down. And she, I kind of just fell in love with her. And then everything started from there. I got together with some other people that liked the breed, and we started TCDR.
Is that what you mean by calling her your heart dog?
Yes, she's definitely my heart dog. She is, she's the reason everything started, and she's really taught me a lot about rescue and, you know, just about being a good dog owner. Adopting a senior dog will definitely help.
So how many of these dogs do you rescue a year?
We're a little over 100 a year, I would guess.
Oh, wow.
We officially became a 501c3 in March of 2009, and we have rescued over 400 dogs since then.
My goodness. That's great. How many fosters do you have, Shelley?
These two are my foster dogs currently, and I usually have 2 at a time because I live in the country and I have a little bit more room, which is something that's necessary if you're going to try to have more than one of them at a time.
Yeah.
I actually have 4 that I've adopted since I started with the rescue about probably about 1.5 years ago. It's about as long as I've been with the rescue. And we have total probably about 20 different fosters that are, foster homes that are set up around the state. We actually don't have a central location for our rescue because we are a statewide rescue. And we have a new foster actually in Midland, so that's as far west as we have currently. And then a lot of fosters here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area as well as in the Houston area. I'm in East Texas, so I'm between Palestine and Crockett. And
one in Corpus.
And we have a new foster that's in Corpus.
I guess you're always looking for fosters. And
Yes.
is there a certain criteria that's important with these cattle dogs?
The most important thing is that that a foster has has a lot of patience, of course, and is willing to just follow a few guidelines. We ask for our fosters to make sure that they own a crate, because a new dog coming straight out of a shelter needs to have some guidelines starting out, and so that always makes it helpful. And the other one is just that that they have some patience and they're willing to give them some love. And I don't know what he's growling at.
The darkness.
He's but it's just a matter of trying to get them to learn a few simple commands, not to jump on furniture, and and to be house trained and all of that. We provide all of their bedding care and their preventatives like heartworm preventative and flea preventative. So really the only thing that the foster homes are providing for the dogs is food and water and love.
So Wink's up for adoption.
Yes.
And how many dogs do you have in total up for adoption right now?
About 20.
About 20.
And those two?
And these two as well, yes.
Now this one's not. This one's mine.
Yes.
I'm not giving her up.
Your heart dog.
Sunshine's got a forever home. So.
Quiet, Wink.
Hey.
Tell us about some of your others that you have up for adoption.
We also have, let's see, up here in this area we have a blue dog whose name is Buddy. He's in the Weatherford area. We have a healer that we had who had a front leg injury that we had to actually have her leg amputated. Her name is Cayenne, and she's a darker red. This is Bowie's color is we call red. So she's a little darker than Bowie, but really, really sweet dog. We've got, who else do we have?
We've got Kaysen.
We've got Kaysen, and
he's a red boy too, about
and
4
Raleigh.
years old.
They're both red boys. They're in the Austin area.
We've got Alice, which is a red girl in the Houston area.
Yes.
And then we've got a little male that we're taking in actually today. I'm picking him up this afternoon, and he's from the Wise County Animal Shelter. He was attacked by a dog.
Oh, no.
And has some pretty good injuries to his ear and head, and I'm taking him back to the Houston area to our vet this afternoon, and we're going to take care of him and get him into foster care.
And then we also have a foster dog in in the Alvin area who's a blue female. Her name is Comet. She's very, very sweet. We pulled her from the San Marcos shelter, and my son's going to college there in San Marcos, and so he actually helped to pull her and then got her to her foster home. So she's a sweet girl.
And that's something else that we can always use. I mean, if you can't foster, we can still use help with transport. I mean, sending out letters, anything that you can do, just sharing the information. All that stuff is just fantastic help for us, just to kind of spread the word.
And you guys, I'm guessing, use social media for a lot of that
absolutely.
also.
We have a Facebook page.
Are all your animals on the Facebook page?
We do have them all, once they're all vetted and ready to go, we put them up on the Facebook page, and then of course also on our adoption page on our website.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
So if you want to learn more about Texas Cattle Dog Rescue, you can find them online at texascattledogrescue.com. Very original.
We tried to keep it simple.
That helps. Well, I can't thank you guys enough for coming today.
Thank you so
for
much.
bringing all of these sweet dogs, including our little sweet, quiet heart dog down there.
Yes.
And yeah, I know these two, it's funny. This brown red one has just been so quiet and so sweet. And then one of our producers was crawling on the floor and that dog started reacting. So this is actually a sweet, sweet little baby. And then Bandit, you would never know he was here.
That's right. Being so good and sweet.
Yeah.
Gentleman.
He's just here. And I love it. This was
He's studying how to become a cattle dog.
That's right. He has always wanted to be a cattle dog.
I'm sure.
But, you know,
we'll
what
get
do
you an honorary T-shirt.
That's right.
Exactly.
And we have several items for sale on our website also.
Okay.
You can find if you want to support us that way. We have T-shirts, koozies, magnets for your car, all kinds of stuff.
Well, I will send people that way.
Fantastic.
You can find their Facebook and their website on ours. When we come back, there's going to be one woman that's helping older dogs find homes.
One photo at a time.
One photo at a time.
We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Crow, and I'm a musician and a mother, and this is Buttercup. She's also a mother, but not by choice. She's a survivor of a puppy mill. Buttercup spent her life in a dirty wooden hutch, forced to produce litter after litter. She never went to a veterinarian or a groomer. She never had a soft spot to rest or a kind touch. She existed this way in cruel isolation year after year. Puppy mills are mass production factories where mother dogs suffer their entire lives, producing nearly 100% of puppies sold in pet stores and on the internet. When these dogs are no longer able to produce, they are often destroyed. Buttercup's nightmare ended the day Animal Rescue Corps saved her life. She finally knows what it means to have a loving family, but for the millions of dogs suffering in the estimated 15,000 puppy mills across the United States, this nightmare continues. Animal Rescue Corps and I ask you to visit your local shelter or rescue when choosing your next animal companion. You will not only be saving a life, you will be helping put an end to this cruel industry. Please go to animalrescuecorps.org to learn more about ending puppy mills. Buttercup and I thank you.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
We've seen many reports of how a simple photograph can help a dog find a forever home.
Photograph! My friend Jill Rappaport with NBC News recently introduced us to a photographer who specializes in finding older dogs a new home. Watch this!
It's true.
Who wants to wear a wig?
Lori Fusaro loves dogs so much, she made it her day job.
I am a professional pet photographer. I fell in love with it.
She's taken plenty of photos of pampered pets, but Lori's most important clients are the ones that need her most.
There you go.
6 months ago, she began volunteering at a local animal shelter, working with senior dogs. A worker showed her photos used to promote dogs up for adoption.
Oh my gosh. The photos look like mugshots. The sad, tragic photos just don't work. Most people see that and they don't want to look at it. They look away.
So Lori put her professional skills to use.
Oh, there's that handsome face. My goal is to capture their personalities. People can look at them and say, oh wow, that's a family dog. I could bring her home.
When we first saw Lori's photos, I think all of the staff, and including all of us in management here, we were just astounded, because you're seeing in a photo what you see whenever you deal with the animal in person.
Currently, there are over 7 million pets in shelters across the country. Almost half will never make it out. A vast majority are older animals, given up by their owners in the twilight of their lives.
Something about an older animal that has been left to die alone in the shelter, that just was something that I couldn't allow to happen.
Now older dogs have really benefited from the change. In just the last month, 5 dogs have been rescued or adopted because of Lori's photos.
My photos show smiles and joy, and that really seems to be the magic formula.
Jill Rappaport, NBC News.
Bandit just got so excited at the name Jill Rappaport. I know that she's y'all's friend, but geez, he just went to town there. We wanted to share some other photos of LA-based photographer Lori Fusaro. So here's a couple of them for you to look at.
Wow, that is amazing. Well, I guess that's all the time we have for today's show. We'll enjoy these photographs, and while you're watching them, we want to thank Texas Alliance for Homeless Pets and the Texas Cattle Dog Rescue for their great work in North Texas.
Yeah, it takes a lot of people to help these animals, and it's so nice to see these rescue groups working in conjunction, working together, and really helping to keep the pet population down and make people aware, and also for their education processes, because a lot of them have education programs that they do at the different adoption functions that they have. And anyway, good people, good things. Remember to keep up with For the Love of Dogs online at AmericanDogRescue.org. And as usual, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
For all of us here at For the Love of Dogs, thanks for watching today. And Bandit says...